Guys, I have a question for you. How much did you spend on ads last month? I need you to answer that honestly. Now, on to the harder question. If I asked you right now to open your ad account and tell me exactly how many sales came from that sponsored post you ran last week, can you do it? Or would you just stare at me and say, well, the ad got 10,000 views and I got a lot of DMs asking about what I sell? If your stomach just tightened a little, I need you to come closer. Let's talk. Because there is a quiet thing happening with a lot of small business owners right now, and it's driving me nuts. You are draining your bank account. You guys are treating ads like it's a subscription service, like Netflix. You just pay the monthly fee to Chairman Zooks and hope something good comes out of it. And you've got this voice in your head or some expert on TikTok telling you that, oh, if you stop running ads, the algorithm will forget you exist, that you have to be always on to be relevant. True story. In fact, see, I saw a popular post on Instagram, right? Where a woman said if she could, a business owner said if she could, she would run ads every single day of the year without pause. And I was weak. See, listen to me. That is not a smart business strategy. There's no way to sugarcoat it. You're trying not to do the hard work. Today, I'm going to show you why the always on ad mindset is one of the most expensive habits that small businesses have picked up, and what works better when you don't have money falling from a tree or investor money to buy them. Now, I want you to picture this. Imagine you own a physical shop. Let's say you own a bakery, right? Would you hire a guy to stand outside on the sidewalk 24 hours of the day, handing out flyers to literally everyone who walks by? At 8 a.m., sure, people want donuts and meat pies from your bakery. At 3 p.m., maybe, I won't mind still eating some donuts. But at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, definitely not. You won't have somebody standing there handing out flyers. In fact, you won't see anyone on the road. But when you run ads continuously, without a specific campaign, you're literally paying the platform to be the guy standing on the corner at 2 a.m. screaming about donuts to an empty street. Actually, it's even worse. You know why? Because the algorithm sees that nobody's taking the flyer. So it charges you more to find the few people who might. Now, here is where we need to have a very tough conversation about something we call reach. Now, if you have run ads before, you've probably come across the word reach. It's basically the number of eyeballs or the number of accounts that the platform has been able to get your ad across to. So when you run an ad and you see reached 10,000 accounts, you get that little dopamine hit, you feel famous. But reach is such a vanity metrics. It doesn't tell you, did they care? The people that saw the ad, did they understand it? Were they remotely ready to buy my product? Nothing. It doesn't tell you anything. Now, unless you're Coca-Cola, Nike, or a startup that has raised massive investor funds, you cannot afford to pay for brand awareness alone when you're running ads. Coca-Cola has billions. They can pay just to remind you that the color red exists. But you, my friend, you need sales. You need cash in the bank this week. You cannot be acting like Coca-Cola. You have to be a lot more intentional with the way you run ads. These platforms, they just love pushing reach because it's easy for them. They show your ad to thousands of random people, and you feel like, oh, I'm getting exposure, and they get paid. Meanwhile, you could spend that same money reaching 300 to 500 people who actually have the problem, are looking for a solution, and have the money to pay for it right now. Those 500 people will outperform 10,000 random eyeballs every single time. But you can't think this way when your only plan is, let's keep the ads running. That's not targeting, that's hoping. So if you turn off the daily ads, what do you actually do? Instead of spending $10 a day forever for a year, that's $300 a month, and getting mediocre results. Save the money. Wait until you have a real reason to show up. You have a new product launch, maybe a flash sale, Black Friday. Oh, and this is my favorite. When you post a reel organically and it starts taking off on its own, that is your signal. You take that accumulated budget and you spend it over, say, 5 to 7 days on that one winning post that you've identified that has traction. You push it hard, you get the sales, and then here's the scary part, you turn it off. I've watched small brands make more money in 5 focused days than in 3 months of trickle ads. I can hear you panicking, saying, oh, if I turn off the ads, I'll lose the learning phase, the algorithm will reset. Well, I get it. The learning phase is real, and learning is useful when you're intentionally testing something. But you know what else is real? Going broke. I don't care about resetting the algorithm. If the alternative is that you're going to be bleeding cash, I would rather reset the system than drain the account. It's just what it is. You're in business to make money, in business to make profit. It's not to get seen. It's not to run ads continuously. Now let's turn this into something practical that you can actually use. Open your ad manager today. Look at every active ad you have running and ask yourself, why is this running right now? If your answer is because I want more followers or because I'm scared to stop, turn it off. Put that budget aside and then go make some organic content that your customers or the people you already have, your followers you already have, would be interested to see. Make some content that would make someone want to share your post with someone else and help you push your product. Talk to your already existing customers. Figure out how you're going to get them to buy again from you. Focus on retaining them. Make the experience better for them. Fix your email flows. If you have to do email marketing, do that. Do the free stuff. Then when you have a winner, pour gasoline on the fire. Don't try to start a fire with wet wood. Catch you later. Bye.